Shabbat Shalom, good morning.
Good morning. Shabbat Shalom.
My name is Rabbi Josh Winston.
I'm Cantor Regina Chayut.
And it is an honor to be here this morning with all of you to celebrate Shabbat, of course, but as well as to mark the occasion of becoming a bar mitzvah for Anjan. It'll be lovely to have him on our bima in a bit. But before that, a word about our service, and in particular about the Siddur, about your prayer book. If you would, please open those Siddurim, those prayer books, to page 192. If you happen to see two sets of page numbers at the bottom of your page, you're looking at the blue bracketed page numbers, if there are two sets of page numbers. So page 192. This prayer book functions typically as a two-page spread. So on every 2 pages, there is just one prayer that we'll be saying. So we'll be looking for a moment at 192 and 193. On the top right-hand side, you see the Hebrew to the prayers that we'll be saying. To the very left of that is transliteration. So even if you cannot follow along in the Hebrew itself, you can still follow along with the prayers as we say them. Underneath the transliteration is a translation. It is not always a literal translation, but it's a good translation. It gives you a good idea of what the prayer itself is saying. On the odd pages, so this is what the even pages almost always look like on page 192. On the odd pages, usually there are actually 2 English readings here. Of course, on this page 193, there's only one. When there are 2, both readings are creative writings based on the themes in the Hebrew prayer. They're creative writings based on the themes in the Hebrew prayer. So as I always say, regardless of how well one might know the prayers or not, a creative writing can give us a new window. That's sort of the point, I think, of creative writing, right? Of giving us a new window into the prayer. So please, as we make our way through the service, feel free to utilize all of the prayer book. Don't feel like you have to just be reading every exact word with us or singing exactly with us. Feel free to sort of peruse both pages. I would recommend staying on the 2-page spread so you don't get lost, but feel free to peruse both pages. On both pages at the bottom, you'll see that there's a line, and underneath there, notes sticking to that odd page. These notes are typically kavanot. They are intentions to fill our prayers with more meaning. Sort of it's in line with the idea of the creative writings. And then on the even pages, these notes typically point us to the source material for the prayers themselves. Most of the service, or I should say much of the service, is directly from parts of the Hebrew Bible, oftentimes compiled by our sages some 2,000 years ago. These prayers created by pulling materials from parts of the Hebrew Bible. And if you're interested in how that occurred and what that looks like, you could go and get a Torah commentary, which was back where you picked up your prayer books, and you could spend the next hour and a half or so looking up all of the source material as it's presented here. I wonder if anybody ever does that.
I always wished if they did, they would let us know, so
right?
we could at least say, you know.
But it's possible. It's here for you if you'd like. I don't always call out page numbers. So how will you know what page we're on? So we will be moving page to page, and if we skip any pages, I'll definitely tell you. Or if something sort of funky happens in the prayer book, I'll let you know. Sometimes there's a series of blessings as opposed to just one prayer on each page. And you'll know, even if we're in the Hebrew, that we're moving to the next page because either we will stop reading, chanting, or singing. And when that happens, just turn one page, and you'll be on the right page. Promise. Just to keep everybody's anxiety down, I'll throw out page numbers every once in a while anyways, okay? So don't worry. But hopefully that'll just keep the service moving a little bit more and you more engaged. And that's a big part of why I do that, so that hopefully you will not only be passive observers of what's going on, but actively participating whatever way that you feel comfortable during this morning's service. I hope that the next hour and a half or so is an opportunity for a spiritual experience. Again, not just to observe the cantor and me and Anjan and his family, but to have your own spiritual experience. And really the only thing I think that's required of that is to be present. So around that, if you would, please, because I'm sure 99% of you have a phone on you or in a purse or something, please take those out. Make sure they are not silenced. Don't turn them on silence. Turn them off, just entirely. Entirely turn them off. I know.
If you know how to.
Yeah, right? Yes. Yeah. I have to use 3 of my hands and 12 of my fingers to turn off my phone.
And I usually take screenshots by accident, so there you have
yes.
it.
Apple makes it very hard to turn off your phone.
Very hard. But it's awesome if you will do that now.
And I encourage you to do that, one, because even in silent mode, you're still getting that buzz of, the push message or whatever it is that comes in. And even in the airplane mode, you might be inclined to take out that phone and take a picture. The service, during our worship service, please refrain from taking pictures. Just be present. Be here right now with us. And hopefully that'll be good enough for the next little bit. Anything else, Cantor?
I think that was great.
Okay.
I think we're ready.
We are ready. So I asked you to open to page 192 before, because that's exactly where we're starting. So. משכנותיך ישראל, מה טובו, מה טובו, אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל, אני ברוב חסדך, אהבו ביתך, אשתחווה אל היכל קודשך, ויראתך, מה טובו, מה טובו, אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל, אדוני אהבתי, מעון ביתך, ומקום משכן כבודך, משכן כבודך, ואני אשתחווה ואקרא עברך לפני אדוני עושי, מה טובו, מה טובו, אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל, ואני תפילתי לך, אדוני את רצון, אלוהים ברוב חסדך, אלוהים ברוב חסדך, ענני באמת אישך, מה טובו, מה טובו, אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל, מה טובו, מה טובו. Mishkenotecha Yisrael, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. This early section of the service is called Birchot HaShachar, the morning blessings, and they are blessings all about getting ready for the day, giving thanks that we are alive, and in particular, in the next blessing about our bodies, that they work well enough that we can be here this morning together. Reading in the English, praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofeh chol basar, umafli la'asot. And for our souls, on the top of 196, just that first sentence in the Hebrew. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi Shenatata b'tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata b'tehorahi. On the next page, we begin a series of blessings that our Siddur, our prayer book, calls Nasim B'chol Yom, blessings for everyday miracles. They're all about sort of stopping and giving thanks for the things that I think probably for most of us happened this morning. You woke up. You opened your eyes in bed, and you got out of bed. You stood up. You put on clothes. You felt the ground underneath your feet. These are things that most of us just sort of... I was saying with our religious school students this morning, we sort of are zombies in the morning. We just go. And Jewish tradition says, no, stop. Notice those things. That in fact is a miracle. That if you see it in the right way, you use the right lens, that the fact that you woke up this morning, that you opened your eyes and you could see the world, and you felt the ground underneath your feet, that's a miracle. Give thanks for that. And so the cantor will tell us how we're going to chant through this series of blessings.
So in order to embrace the meaning of each of these small daily miracles, we like to chant in this way. The first two lines in Hebrew is part of our normative blessing, and then we jump down to the last line in English. The melody is very simple and repetitive, and most of these blessings are universal, although a few towards the end are particularistic. So as you are comfortable, I invite you to join in with us. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me in the image of God. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor.
And on the top of page 204, a blessing for the study of Torah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. And since we said a blessing for studying Torah, now we have to study some Torah. So on page 206, this isn't exactly from Torah in the most limited sense. Torah we often understand to be the 5 books of Moses, but Torah can also be really the entire corpus of Jewish literature, in particular rabbinic literature, and this section comes from that rabbinic literature. Elu devarim she'ein lahem shior she'adam ochel perotehem ba'olam hazeh. Karen kayemet lo la'olam haba. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. And I give the translation of the Hebrew, and then I have to translate the English also. These things, when we do them, when we engage in them, we get some benefit from doing them in this life, but the sort of spiritual residue of having done them stays with us for eternity. That's what the rabbis are telling us. So let's read together on the 4th line in the English. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. We are moving now from the opening section, Birchot HaShachar, the morning blessings, into a section called Psukei de Zimra, page 214. These are a series of psalms. We'll just be singing one, but a series of psalms praising God, and in particular in Psalm 92, praising God for having created this very day, Shabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון, ולזמר לשמך העליון.
The Chatzi Kaddish, page 224.
Yitbarach
ויתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
ויעמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי.
בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב.
ואמרו
אמן. יהי שמרה במבורך, לעולם עולם מעלמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה
תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ועלמה.
ואמרו
Amen. The Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, can be found on page 226. Please rise if you're able. Seated. We continue reading together at the top of page 229. In the beginning, even then, a new light was sown for the righteous, a promise that your light would become the catalyst, first for order and then for hope. Author of language and light, help us to use words as you have, to cast light into dark waters and draw out justice and truth. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. And responsibly on the top of 231. Once or twice in a lifetime, a man or woman may choose a radical leaving, having heard Lech Lecha, go forth.
God disturbs us toward our destiny by hard events and by freedom's now urgent voice, which explode and confirm who we are.
We don't like leaving, but God loves becoming. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Please rise once more, Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Life without integrity is like loosely hanging threads, easily fraying from the main cloth. While in acts of piety, we learn to understand that every instant is like a thread, raveling out of eternity to form a delicate tassel. We must not cast off the threads, but weave them into the design of an eternal fabric. Each day points to eternity. The fate of all time depends upon a single moment. Michamocha, our Song of Redemption, page 240.
Elim Adonai, mi kamocha netar b'kodesh, nora tehilo tosefele, nora tehilo tosefele. שיר החדשה, שילחו גאולים, לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו, להמליכו
בעזרת ישראל, ובדחנו מך יהודה וישראל, גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
So we've moved through 3 sections of our service, Birchot HaShachar, the morning blessing, Psukei de Zimra, Psalms of praise, the Shema Uverchotecha, the Shema and its blessings, that section we just did. And now we're moving into the 4th section of the service, the Amidah. This is the central prayer of the service. And it begins on page 242. Page 242. We will chant out loud, continuing from 242 all the way through 248. We'll be chanting out loud through those pages. But the prayer continues all the way through 260. So when we are done chanting out loud, as I like to say, the service becomes a choose-your-own-adventure service. You can either continue in the Hebrew if you'd like, or the English in the prayer book, again through 260. So Hebrew or English in the prayer book. Or if those words don't speak to you, that's fine too. Just close your Siddur, close your prayer book, and pray the words of your own heart, your own personal, private prayer. It'll be a few minutes of meditative time if you'd like. I'm going to ask you to rise in a few moments, but you can even sit during that if you'd like. If you can sit down as soon as we're done chanting out loud together. If you do remain standing, though, through either the section of the Siddur of the prayer book or your own prayer, when you are done with that, please do have a seat so that we know we can continue together as one community. So again, 242 through 248 out loud together, then through 260 silently, or the words of your own heart. Again, we're on page 242. Please rise if you're able.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekoneh Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר,
קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ, כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהייך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה.
לדור ודור נגיד גואלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Page 250, 250.
ישמחו
במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת.
מקדשי שביעי שבת,
כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מצווך שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשת שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. זכר למעשה וראשית שבת. זכר למעשה וראשית שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו למלכותך, שומרי, שומרי, שומרי שבת, וקורא עונג שבת.
Anjan, you know what everybody's thinking now? We didn't come here to see the cantor and the rabbi on the bima the entire time.
I bet you're right.
You ready? Okay, if you would, please bring your parents with you. Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading 62, page 362. Please rise if you're able.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך. מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני עוז עמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. אב הרחמים, היטיב ברצונך את ציון. תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים. כי
כי בך לבד בטחנו, מלך אל רם ונישא, אדון עולמים. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
And we will head to the front of the bima and invite grandparents as well to join us. And Anjan, if we could have you in the center right up here. And perfect. And grandparents, if you would, next to your children. Yeah, we'll all go on. Yeah, I'll go to that side, yeah. All right. So, in a moment, we are going to pass you this Torah scroll. But before we do that, a word about this idea in our tradition. In the Midrash, the rabbinic literature that our sages wrote, trying to explain gaps in the Torah text, they write about the moment that our people stood at Sinai, ready to receive the Torah. And they imagine God saying to the people, I have this Torah, this teaching to give you, but I need good guarantors for it. And so people say, okay, no problem. We have good guarantors. Our elders, look to your left. Yeah, all of those people. Yeah. And God says, no, not for their sake will I give you this Torah. And people say, okay, if not for the sake of our elders, then let our prophets be our guarantors. And God says, no, not for the sake of your prophets either will I give you this Torah. Finally, the people come back to God and say, okay, God, let our children be our guarantors. And God says, okay, for the sake of your children, I will give you this Torah. And as I said before, when God offers the Torah, it means teaching. That's what the word actually means. Even though we don't necessarily think about it that way. That's, if you're going to translate it, a good translation. And so when we pass this scroll, right, which is, of course, symbolic of Jewish tradition, when we pass this scroll from one generation of your family to the next, ultimately to you, what we're saying is that this teaching in particular, yes, is now yours. Not that the rest of your family doesn't want it, and now you get to take it and run with it, but that it is now as much yours as it is anybody else's, and that you are capable of holding it, literally and, of course, figuratively, holding it and carrying it through the congregation, as you will in just a moment. But I'd like to continue to think a little bit about that idea of teaching and broaden it even more, that in all families, there are teachings that are passed down from one generation to the next. Teachings that you know clearly because they've been taught to you, verbatim, maybe that your parents learned from their parents and now teach you. And there are other teachings too that are just a part of who you are, that have been taught to you by your parents or grandparents that you didn't ever know were taught to you by them, but they're just a part of your essence. They are a part of the fabric of who you are. And then there are teachings that even your parents and grandparents don't know come from your great-great-great-grandparents that are part of them that have become a part of you. And all of these things, I think, are a part of what we symbolically pass to you in this moment, Anjan, as you take this Torah and hold it as an adult member of the Jewish community now. I'm just sort of symbolically hold it, yeah. Uh-oh. You good? Okay. Stay right there.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Lecha Adonai Hagedula, V'hagevura, V'hativeret, V'hanetzach, V'hahod, Ki Ho Bashamayim Uvaretz, Ki Ho Bashamayim Uvaretz, Lecha Adonai HaMamlacha, V'yamid Naseh Lechol Erosh. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Carol Singer, if you join us on the bima to undress the Torah, Carol Singer.
hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Please be seated. In the service handout you received, there should be a loose piece of paper in there. It has the aliyot that Anjan will be chanting in just a few moments, both the Hebrew and the English. You'll find there. We chant Torah technically 3 days a week, but especially on Shabbat. You're reading from Parashat Ki Tetzei, an interesting Torah portion. There's many varied commandments in there, everything ranging from how you treat as a soldier, how a soldier should treat a woman in war. At the very beginning of the Torah portion to the section that Anjan's going to be talking about in a few moments, and I'll let him say what that is when we get to that section of the service. And so some of the commandments, I think, have maybe we might look at them and say, okay, the rebellious son. That's in your Torah portion. You're not a drunkard or gluttonous, are you? Okay, good, because right, the stoning is involved. If you were, that's at the beginning of the Torah portion. So things that we may look at today and say, I don't know that has as much applicability in our lives. But I think for sure the section you chose to speak about does have quite a bit of applicability for us, and you'll be telling us why. We'll be calling up 3 aliyot to say the blessing over the Torah, and begin with the first 2, and then the third is for you. We'll say more about that in a minute.
So first, we call up your grandparents. Ya'amdu, Robert and Ruth Ellen Singer, La Aliyah Harishona.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai havarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ki tashe v'reacha mashat me'uma lo tavo el beito la'avot avoto bahutz ta'amod v'ha'ish asher ata no sevo yotzi elecha et ha'avot ha'hutza ve'im ish ani hu lo tishkav be'avoto Hashem tashiv lo et ha'avot kilo hashamash v'shachav b'salmato uvercheka ulcha tihyeh tzedakah lifnei Adonai Elohecha lo ta'ashok Sachir ani ve'evion me'achecha o migecha asher ba'artzecha b'sharecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yishkach.
And for your second aliyah, we invite up your parents. Ya'amdu, Benjamin and Dorga Singer, La Aliyah Hashniya.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai havarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. You have enlightened this path with the wisdom of Torah. giving it to the Jewish people as their particular way. Blessed are you, merciful one, who gives us this Torah to the Jewish people.
Amen.
Biomo titain secharo v'lotavo alav hashemesh ki rani hu ve'elav hu nosei at nafsho v'yikra alecha el Adonai v'haya v'hachet lo yumtu avot al banim uvanim lo yumtu al avot ish bechet o yumatu lo taten mishpat ger yatom velo tachavo beged almana vezacharta ki eved hayita b'mitzrayim vayiftecha Adonai Elohecha misham al ken Anochi metzavecha la'asot et hadavar hazeh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. This Torah is a teaching of truth, whole and balanced, and from it comes eternal life for the people who embrace it. Blessed are you, merciful one, who gives us this Torah to the Jewish people.
Amen. Thank you, Mazel Tov.
Okay, come back to the center. All right, so you have been chanting Torah now twice, 2 aliyot, and yet they haven't been your aliyah, right? It's only at this third aliyah that you are finally called to Torah, and where you offer the blessing over Torah, right, of that aliyah. And that's, in fact, the distinction between somebody who's just reading the Torah, not just reading, but who has the honor of reading, but doesn't have the actual aliyah, and the person having the aliyah. They say the blessing, which I think is a really interesting idea. One, that you can have an aliyah without actually reading Torah, right? That's an ancient tradition for us. That's been going on for quite some time. But also that for you as the reader, that something is now shifting in this moment. And we mark that shifting with a blessing. Now, I would urge you to think of this in other moments of your life, where it's not that something sort of magical is shifting, right? It's not some like magical thinking going on here. You're making the shift. You're changing this moment by saying the blessing. And you can do that at other moments of your life when you've done something a number of times, but maybe you think, okay, you know what? I need this moment to be somehow different because there are new people here, or I've grown in some way, or I see something I didn't ever see before, even though I've done this thing 100 times. You can stop and say a blessing. That's what our tradition, I think, is teaching us in this moment. Stop and say a blessing. It doesn't have to be the words of our tradition. It can be, but it can also just be a blessing from your own heart. Offer blessings in your life it will make it sweeter, I promise, when you stop and say blessings. So we're going to call you to Torah and have you say that blessing. And as you're called to Torah, listen very closely, because the cantor is going to call you in a very special way, and it only happens this one time. This is it, okay? So if you miss it, it's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
So you ready?
Ya'amod, 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 habachor bar hamitzvah, Aviram ben Binyamin v'dorga, la'aliyah ha'shalishit.
Baruch at Adonai HaBarach.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaBarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamin v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ki tiksor kitircha besadecha v'shachachta omer besadeh lo tashuv lekachta lager layatom v'la'almanah Yehyeh lema'an yevarechecha Adonai Elohecha b'chol ma'aseh yadecha. Ki tachbot zeitcha lo tifa'er acharecha lager layatom v'la'almanah yehyeh. Ki tivzor karmecha lo te'olel acharecha lager layatom v'la'almanah yehyeh. V'zacharta ki eved hayita be'eretz Mitzrayim al ken anochi metzavecha la'asot et hadavar hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata betelchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Well done. So you've offered words of blessings over Torah, and now your parents get to offer words of blessing over you.
Anjan, when you were born, we gave you your name with the hope you would grow as generations before you had, with devotion to God, devotion to others, and with strength.
May you continue to be curious and questioning as you explore the world. May you continue to laugh every day and spread your laughter through the world, even if that means asking your parents to include funny words in your bar mitzvah blessing. May you continue to keep your heart open and caring to those around you.
We hope for you in the future to have patience in yourself and others, find what you are passionate about, and use your intellect to support that passion. We find strength to stand up for yourself and others, find, foster, and enjoy love and happiness for you and your family.
We love
you so much.
Mazel tov.
We continue with a prayer for healing on page 371. As a community, we are particularly mindful of Debbie Pistrak, Joanne Blumberg, Valentina Wolfson, Hillary Handwerger, David Bloom, Judy Eisenberg, Milton Child, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Pawandra, Joel Berger, Margaret Leslie, Karen Simon, Stacy Young, Sydney Husum, Barry Hopkins, Julie Lambert, Allison Conroy, Debbie Weiner, Rick Spire, Buddy Tepper, Carrie Thorpe, Rachel Tunk, David Seiden-Stecker, Pinchas ben Sarah, Esther bat Bela, Shulamit Simcha bat Rachel Leah, Lisa Sebrak, and Don Duggan. If there are other names to add to our list for healing, please do so as my eyes meet yours. So when your grandparents and your parents came up here, they could have said to you, I'm going to read Torah. You're not going to do it. I'm going to do it for myself, right? They could have done that. They don't do that because, well, it would be weird. But but because it's really hard to read Torah, it takes a long time to prepare. One of the reasons why it's hard to read Torah is because the voweling system that we use wasn't a part of Hebrew until like 800, 900 years ago. And before that, Hebrew was written without vowels. And still, for the most part, Hebrew is written without vowels. And in the Torah, for sure, it's written without vowels, as well as the trope, the cantillation that you use to chant through the Torah. So it's just columns of consonants, as we'll see in a moment when the Torah is lifted. And where did my sheet go? There we go. To lift and dress our Torah, we invite to the bima Raina Singer, Jeremy Cass, Jonathan Singer. Please rise if you're able.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לבני בני ישראל, על פי אדוני ביד משה. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la
Please be seated. If you take that loose piece of paper and turn it over from where we were before, you can find the section of Haftarah that Anjan's going to chant in just a moment. The Haftarah is a section from the prophets that our sages connected with the Torah portion for each week. Anjan will be chanting a blessing before, and then he'll chant the section from the Haftarah, and then a blessing after as well.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzav v'divrehem hana'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Amen.
Roni akara lo yalada pitchi rina v'tzahali lo hala ki rabim b'nei shomemah mi b'nei be'ulah amar Adonai harchivi mikom achlech v'riot mishkenotaich yatu al tachshohi ha'arihi metaraich v'tidotaich hazeki ki yamin usmo tifroti v'zarech goyim yirash ve'arim neshamot yoshivu al tibri ki lo tevoshi ve'al tichalmi ki lo tachbiri ki voshet alumaich tishkache ve'herpat almenutaich lo tizkariot ki ve'olaich osaich Adonai tzevaot shemo ve'goalech kedosh Yisrael Elohe kol haaretz yikareh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol haolamim tzadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh ha'medaber u'mekayem shechol davarav emet v'tzedek al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'lemnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarchim otach yitbarach simcha befi kol hai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen.
We continue as we return our Torah to the Ark and invite to our Bima Roy and Judy Cass. Please rise if you're able.
Odo al eretz v'shamayim vayarem keren le'amo tehila lechol chasidav livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Eitz chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomecheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh chadesh yameinu chadesh yameinu kekedem.
Please be seated. So I think what we do right now, this Devar Torah, it's all important, of course. The whole service is important. This act, though, of looking at our texts and continuing to reinterpret it over and over and over again, to say to a young person, not only do you receive what has already been interpreted, but you too can offer an interpretation. I believe this is one of the reasons why the Jewish people are still around. Because we see that document, although it's copied from another Torah text, another Torah scroll, copied from another Torah scroll, copied from another Torah scroll. For a few thousand years now we've been doing that. We see that as a static document, as an idea Torah is a living document. Torah continues to evolve in every age. And a Devar Torah, this what you're doing right now, not a speech, but a Devar Torah, a word of Torah. In particular, your word of Torah. You add your words of Torah to this Shalshelet HaKabbalah, this chain of tradition that you are a part of. And that you now add your link in this chain. And so I've had the honor of getting to you came with a lot, actually, to the meetings, thanks to the work you did and your tutor as well. But I've had the honor of helping to continue to shape this document with you, and work on it together. And it's been a real pleasure. I can't wait for everybody else to hear it as I have.
The first time I looked at my Torah portion, I was overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff in the portion, and the first time I looked at it, not half of it made sense. But as I looked through it more carefully, one line stood out to me. The line was this: if you see your fellow Israelites' ox or sheep gone astray, do not ignore it. You must take it back to your peer. That was not all that was said on this theme. Earlier in the Torah, it explains that we should go further and even help our enemies to the same extent we help our friends. If we just take this literally, it's not terribly relevant. I'm just taking a wild guess here that none of you have oxen. So we need to look a little deeper to find some meaning in this line. In a more general context, if you see something that belongs to someone else, the Torah teaches us that you must return it. To dig even deeper, we could say that if you see something bad happening that won't necessarily affect you, you must not sit by and let wrong be done. You must instead help however possible. But why? Why would I use my precious time to help a random person? It's not going to help me, right? Well, think about this. If someone is in your community, they're contributing to the community in some way. That person affects you, and any harm done to them is harm done to everyone in the community. Similarly, any good done to them is good done to everyone in the community. Think back. This statement wasn't just about strangers and friends, it's also about enemies. You may be saying, they're not part of my community, but we can learn a very important lesson from this. Everyone is connected. This is becoming more and more true as communication and transportation get better and better. This means that even if someone doesn't look or feel like they're part of your community, they are. There are some people that we would help no matter what, like friends and family. But what this commandment is really about is that we must help those who we are not inclined to help, strangers and enemies. And in doing so, better the world. Any of us could help and better the world. I myself have directly benefited from the help that people have given my family members. Those that helped my grandparents when they left India and came to the U.S. did not know it, but they also helped me. Talking to my Amama and Tata, I found out that there were a lot of people who helped them when they came to America from India. Really, a lot of people. Like helping them learn how to shop, drive, dress, and just manage daily life. One example that Amama told me really stood out. Tata's first job was at the University of Vermont, but they ended up moving to Michigan because my Amama faced job discrimination in entering the medical field. When they came to Michigan, my Amama was having a hard time getting medical rotations, and she was going around basically going door to door looking for a job. When she walked into a dentist's office, and the receptionist actually helped her launch her whole career by connecting her with a physician who gave her an opportunity to work in a clinic serving the underserved community. This first job led Amama to find her path to residency, but also connected her to coworker Kathy Purdy, who helped her learn the other aspects of life in America. Not only was Amma an immigrant, but also a stranger to the people that helped her. But these individuals became peers and helped her find her path. I'm sure that all of you have had an experience where someone went above and beyond to help you, or you went above and beyond to help someone else. You might not always know how your actions affect someone else's life, but this Torah portion teaches us that it is important to help others in our community, even if the actions seem small, because they have the potential to make a big impact. Through these acts, we can see that we must not remain indifferent, because we have the opportunity to change any number of people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you for offering us these words, and again, thank you for meeting with me and the sort of deliberation that we had. We didn't know each other well before we started this process, and so I never know what to expect with young people. But you, I said, well, I think it's I think we could understand it this way, and you said, I don't know. I'm not so sure. I like that particular understanding of this verse. Anjan really stood up for his understanding of the verse, and although we weren't too far apart on our understanding of it, he held fast to how he interpreted the verse, and I believe this is your Torah portion and your Devar Torah, and I can make suggestions, but ultimately you're the one that has to say the words. And I think strong and important words for sure. I want to just broaden things a little bit, as you did in your Torah portion, in your Devar Torah. You broadened the idea of helping when you see a lost item, the ox or the donkey of your neighbor, to your grandparents being helped as they made their way here in the United States. That in some ways it's related back to the beginning of the service and the sorts of things I was talking about in Berachot HaShachar, right? That we wake up in the morning, we sort of are zombies, right? We walk with our eyes half open to the bathroom or to the kitchen, and it's not until an hour later that we're fully awake and ready to go for the day. That the idea of mitzvah generally, of commandedness generally in the Torah and in Jewish tradition, is exactly about what you brought up for us today. Pay attention to the world. Pay attention to the people around you. Don't ignore other people and other things. Take note of them and help when you can, because it may just be a small thing, like the introduction of one person to another, that changes the lives of generations to come. It may just be a small thing. That is the power of paying attention to what's happening around us. And again, back to that idea of blessing that I mentioned before, that blessing is not only about sanctifying the moment and changing it to heighten it, but it is about paying attention to the world as it's happening in front of you and to you, and that as you shape your own world and your own reality. Thank you for bringing your words of Torah to us and for helping us understand this Torah portion in I think, a more complete way.
Thank you.
It is now my honor to invite to our bima the Vice President for Ritual for Religious Affairs here at Temple Beth Emeth at Jack Science.
Hi, Anjan. Congratulations. As the rabbi said, I'm a member of the Board of Trustees. All that really means this morning is I get the honor of being the first member of the congregation to congratulate you and welcome you. You did a wonderful, marvelous job. I know your parents are proud of you. The whole community is proud of you. So I've got a few things I want to give to you. First, your bar mitzvah certificate, well earned. The brotherhood and the sisterhood of the temple have gifts for you. The sister has a kiddush cup, and the brotherhood has a mezuzah. I hope you use them well. There is also here a gift certificate that could help you on a URJ trip to Israel and a couple of pamphlets. There's a wonderful nifty Summer in Israel program. There's a Heller High Semester in Israel program. These are programs that you and your family could talk about, but hopefully these will help you get there. Congratulations, wonderful job.
So I get to give you something as well, a blessing in front of our ark. Please rise if you're able.
May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. May you trust in generations past and yet to be. May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your eyes shine with the light of holy words, and your face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever speak wisdom, your fulfillment be in justice, even as you ever yearn to listen to the words of the holy ancient one of old. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world. May you live to see your world fulfilled.
It's my honor to give you the oldest blessing in the Jewish tradition, the priestly benediction. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious with you. And when God's face is lifted up to you, may God grant you the most important blessing any of us can have. May God grant you peace. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will.
Amen.
Please be seated. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. And as we offer a blessing as well for the state of Israel in the next few days, Israelis will head to the polls. We pray that they vote with their conscience in humanity. Avinu b'shamayim, Sor Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medina Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulatenu. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. We continue now as we begin to conclude our service on page 586. Page 586 with Aleinu. We invite to our bima Robert and Sonia Cass. Please rise if you're able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 591. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Thank you very much. Please be seated. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. We are in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Liz Romolino, Rebecca Wallinger, Lois Friedman, Michael Barnofsky, Rosemary Metz, and Harvey Silverman. Our yahrzeits this week are for Robin Adler, Seymour Axelrod, Ike Barnett, Herman Barnett, Francis Berger, Mary Block, Gilbert Castle, Raymond DeYoung, Robert Eisenberg, Simone Eldon, Werner Hassenberg, Marion Kaufman, Sophie Levitt, Betty Mark, Helen Miller, Lois Milner, Leonard Oman, James Rosenbaum, Bessie Rudnick, Charles Sauls, Naomi Schechter, Rose Schechter, Agnes Scott, Riva Schwader, Ruth Siegel, Rose Silver, Tom Stern, Donald Sugarman, and Louis Vishlitsky. If there are other names to add to our list for mourning, please do so as my eyes meet yours. For all of those mentioned, for all of those who go unmentioned, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we rise once more, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma tivarach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Ulamei Almaya Yitvarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei D'Kudesha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush V'chata V'nechemata D'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh Shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen.
Oseh
Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh Shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be forever a blessing. Please be seated. Except Anjan and your family. Come back. You guys get to come back up for Kiddush and Motzi right here at the front of our bima. As the cantor grabs the challah and is it wine or grape juice?
It is indeed grape juice.
Oh, and the grape juice. All right. All right. Perfect.
Is this family?
Wonderful. Yeah. Very nice.
So we first say our Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim.
Chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz,
b'tei avon.
Oseh shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above make peace for all of us, for all of Israel, for everyone who dwells here on earth. And let us say amen.
Oseh shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen.
A big mazel tov to Anjan and your entire family.
Mazel tov.
Mazel, mazel. As you exit our sanctuary and head to our social hall, if you would please take your sidurim and those handouts with you. It'll make the lives of our ushers a lot easier. Shabbat shalom, and thanks for being with us. Mazel tov. Mazel tov to you. Anjan, awesome. Well done. It's great. Mazel tov.
Thank you.